Japan is a country with a rich and varied history, filled with stories of harmony surrounding honourable samurai, deceitful ninja, koi geisha, and pious monks. Or is it? Where do these images come from, and is there any truth to them? One of Japan's most popular exports is its own image, in media and culture. Japan is not a storybook, manga, or anime. It is filled with real people, and its past is no less complex. Japan is not a harmonious collective that has maintained traditions from the dawn of time. Over the past 2 millennia, it has been a place filled with conflict, change, and radical shifts in thinking. Western obsession with the islands of Japan is nothing new. The royal collection of Buckingham Palace still holds gifts from the Tokugawa shogunate to James I, which are over 400 years old. Yet is the media we consume just a modern form of Orientalism, shaving off the edges and rough parts of the jagged barbs of history? Through looking at that media, this podcast will try and change that, so that we together can find the Japanese history hidden in our screens. Hello everyone, my name is Jon and I'm a public historian. I've had a lifelong fascination with Japan and Japanese media. I lived and taught in Tottori Prefecture from 2019 to 2021, so seeing where media and real history collide was part of my everyday life. I jogged up castle ruins from the Warring States period, and the school where I worked was on top of an early medieval tomb mound called a kafun. Please join me in this series over the next 5 weeks as we explore 5 different pieces of TV and film that depict Japanese history over the last 1,000 years. I'll be joined by guests from the world of podcasting and historians from all over the globe, and we'll see how well classic media from creators such as Kurosawa and Miyazaki and stars like Tom Cruise hold up to a magnifying glass. This podcast is for anyone with an interest in Japan, so you don't need to know your kanji from your katakana or your tokugawas from your toyotomi. As long as you like spending slightly too long talking about details in movies and TV and history, we're here for you. Alongside each new episode will be a page on our website, www.japanhiddenhistorypodcast.com. On there will be a bevy of further details, maps, pictures, and sources to inform and aid you in your own journey into Japanese history. We are also active on all the social medias such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, with exclusive content, so make sure you follow us there. The links will be in the description. The mission of this podcast is to critically engage with the media we enjoy and consume, and see how it communicates historic ideas, especially when it represents the history of a place that is unlikely to be covered in schools or traditional education. Media can convey both accurate and misleading information, and it tends to work best as an introduction to a topic. So, will the media we watch and discuss over the next 5 episodes give a window into the past? Well, there's only one way to find out. So if that all sounds good to you, please keep listening, as alongside this episode will be our first show discussing the classic piece of cinema, Seven Samurai, with special guest Vincent Kenny of the Hikikomori podcast. All this and more are just seconds away, so all that's left to say in advance is thank you for listening.